Hello, everybody.
Hello.
To another fantastic episode of the Church Bulletin Murder Mystery Podcast.
We really should do one of those episodes.
That's what Katie
we would
wants
have to.
us
We
to
would
do.
have to feature, my wife Katie, because she is the queen of the murder mysteries. She's got me reading a thriller right now that at first was super slow, but now I'm like totally into it.
Father
it's
Ross
intense.
is an expert at solving crimes, so
I am.
Absolutely. I'm one of those people who go to like an escape room and I
Yeah.
like help like twice.
Yeah.
Like I'll just kind of
Ditto.
sit there and like someone like you will be like, "Here's what we're doing." But like the last time I went to
Yeah,
one
that's
was
impressive.
my best friend's a bachelor party, and we were there, and I was like, these are all engineers, and then there's me, and I just kind of sat there like I'm useless. We got to the end, the timer's ticking down, they're trying to figure it out, and I'm kind of in the corner, and Kyle's like, "Tim, come here," and the final key was a piano. And none
had
of
to
them knew,
play.
and I had to play something, and we got out.
don't we all have our gifts and talents?
Every once in a while,
and whatever treasures.
whatever you can give.
give.
You see, I see where we're going with this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. The gospel this Sunday.
Holy Spirit.
I don't like this gospel reading because it challenges me every single time. Like, it doesn't matter. Every part of life, I've always heard this and go, I need to do better.
It's one of my favorites,
Give
actually.
more money. No,
No,
but
just
seriously, no,
give.
but for real.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
it
it
really
is.
does challenge.
Yes, give all your money to the church so then the church can take care of you.
Absolutely. But no,
Good.
for real though, pray with the gospel this weekend. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah, I guess that's the end of our episode. So that's great. So very
great.
nice.
Fireworks.
Also, the
No,
greatest
I was hoping
escape
to-
room, by the way, is the seminary. So, you know, you have
There's
not...
two ways out.
Yeah, there's two ways.
Discern out or be ordained. You know what? To promote vocations, we should. Like, we should create. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, because they had that propedeutic year, so now it's like 8 to 9 years or whatever. So,
What does the word propedeutic mean?
well, we'll have to wait for a special church bulletin insert and ask the seminary. I don't
right.
think none of us had to
Words
go
of the
through
day.
it. Yeah.
Word of the day. I was
Propedeutic.
like, okay, very good.
Well, I think we do need to take a moment, other than, you know, November is the month to remember our deceased relatives and friends and our parishioners. You know, we had quite a few funerals. We're just kind of getting caught up on some of them in this bulletin, but there'll be a couple more in the next week. I mean, it's just the
Yeah.
way we're going this month, but it's an appropriate month. But also too, then just you know, we're basically sorry for my southern accent. We're basically a month from the giving away the Corvette as well.
Woo!
So I think people are like, oh, it's Christmas. That's like so far away. But we start on December 13th,
Yes.
which is basically a month.
Shall we
from
announce
this
the
bulletin.
November prize since it's not on the social media yet?
Yeah, it's going up.
So
yeah.
so later on today we'll have the prize out there, but the November prize. So anybody who's bought a ticket so far, and or anybody bought
Botten. That's the other word of the day.
That's, yes.
our new words of the day.
Botten.
Anybody who bought a ticket up till now, and or who buys a ticket in November, has a chance to win 40 free tickets.
Which is
So,
the equivalent of $1,000 purchase.
you bet.
So that's yeah. It's a pretty good deal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So buy your tickets.
Well, we figured everybody will be in by then. So we pulled those 40 and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did have a baptism too, welcoming another child of God into the church. And then I'll speak just real quickly on, you know, we're working on our DMI results and our priorities. Our second priority is communication. And so, you know, we're trying to leverage our technology. Of course, we have like Flocknote. We're sending out the Sure Faith newsletter every week. You know, we have all kinds of social media and things like that, and we're working with some other young people on some ideas there. But, you know, we put together a list. This is the list that we worked on of all the modes of communication. You know, our bulletin, website, we have the messenger through Meta, we have our TVs, phone calls, podcasts. Hello, that's where we're at right now. Flocknote, church sign, announcements, TikTok, mailings, flyers, the sign on Sixth Peninsula. We have direct phone numbers, which might be a little bit redundant to the phone call, but you can, like, you know, directly message people. Flocknote, my parish app, envelopes, bookmarks, ministry platform, QR codes, our YouTube channel, Facebook, and of course, word of mouth. Like
Instagram isn't even on there.
Instagram's not even
But
on there.
Instagram's on there too.
So crazy. We have so many ways to communicate, and yet people say they don't know anything. So
You know, a quick
obviously not you guys, because you're listening
No.
to the podcast. You're
Quick
part of the
sidebar.
elite.
I talked to
community.
someone after mass. They were they didn't like how something was communicated.
Oh.
And we were
really?
talking, and I think I quoted you. Either you quoted someone else. I'm not. Whatever. It was a good line.
Right.
that was what I told her was I said, you know, like you may not like this form of communication, but did you hear about it in some other way? She said yes. I said, okay, well that mode of communication might not be for you. It might be for someone else. And then we talked about it, and she kind of realized that, like, oh, like I don't use my phone a lot, but a lot of people
Sure.
do, and it changed her whole perspective in that conversation. So
Right.
just keep that in mind. Like there might be something that you're like, oh, you guys seem to be focusing on that. Yes, but we still care about you. You know, we have the bulletin boards too. I don't even know if those are. That was on the, we have those. We have
we keep doing
so
everything,
many things.
yeah.
So don't get shut into one way. We're communicating in so many ways. I think.
We could
try.
just spam everybody like the politicians
Or you can all come
did
to-
and buy every billboard in town like
Yeah.
the politicians did, you know.
Every commercial.
You can
Because
come
we
to
have
every
a-
sporting event.
We have unlimited resources, and
yeah.
we
Sure.
deserve equal airtime. So our parish gets equal airtime as all the other parishes in town, which is too many. So
If you really want to know
Anyway,
what's going on and like
yeah.
you want to talk, come to fellowship after Wednesday morning mass, or let's hang out on the Thursday, or just stop by and talk to Tim and I.
I learn a lot about the parish on Thursday. Let's hang out. Those ladies know everything.
well, they know,
Everything.
they know the back
They know
channels.
all of it. It's amazing.
So speaking of some people who know things, our Ladies Guild is showing a movie,
Cabrini.
Cabrini, yes, and on this Sunday coming up.
Sunday.
So over in the parish center, so we have a nice big projector screen, sound system that's gonna be fun. So bring the whole family. Though they're saying like they think it's like PG-13ish or something. I don't remember.
It's not
I mean-
graphic. I haven't seen the movie, but like the reviews that I've read,
Yeah,
I don't think it's more
I
like
think
the
someone
drama.
gets shot.
Like it gives you and it also is like there's a lot of like intense conversation, because people are talking down to
Oh,
Cabrini a lot,
yeah.
like not kind, like people are not kind
Yeah, like the Pope.
to her.
Yeah.
Actually, the Pope is nice to her. It's the bishops that are mean.
Yeah, the American bishops.
Yeah,
Leave
all
it
the Irish. Yeah,
FBI's, the foreign-born Irish.
but yeah, no, I mean use discretion, obviously. So
Well, that's what don't drop off your 5-year-old and leave.
yeah,
I
please
mean,
don't
unless
do
you
that.
really
Please
want
don't.
to. I'm not babysitting,
No,
but
no, we
it
know
is the Ladies
babysitters.
Guild, so
Yeah.
congrats. But anyway, and you can join the Ladies Guild, and you
Yes.
don't have to. It's not a requirement to watch the movie.
There's information about Our Ladies Guild and why it's called that, and why what the partnership now coming here to St. Jude and
what that looks
being
like.
part
yeah.
of it. Yeah, it's all it's at the entrance to every door here.
I know we were kind of overdue to thank a lot of people. We've had so many things happen. The month of October was like insane. Just a
Yeah.
busy month. Starting off the month with the blessing of our pets. Of course, it's our patron saint month. That's why we have our spaghetti dinner and all that stuff. And then, of course, we ended the month with Halloween, All Saints, All Souls, that whole notion with our Dia de los Muertos and the fiesta. So it was a great month, but super busy.
Yeah.
And we're very thankful, though.
We had
for
a
everybody.
great, we had a lot of, I want to say like diverse turnout too for all these things. Like it wasn't like this, like sometimes you do a lot of events and it's like the same 5 people show up.
Right.
It was a lot of different people. And so it was really great to see everybody reconnect with people. So thank you for everyone who came out. It was a lot of fun.
So we'll skip over to the children's bulletin before we do the last page. On the front cover is Saint Martin of Tours, whose feast day is coming up here on the 13th, I think it was. So that's why he's in here. There's a little pictures to color about the gospel. But one of the parts of it, and Father talked about it, was the praying for our dead this month, the month of it, which is actually one of the spiritual works of mercy. And actually earlier today, we were talking about it with another ministry that takes place at St. Andrew campus. And we'll get more of that in the bulletin, but feeding the people in need, housing the homeless, all of those things that come with the spiritual works of mercy. So there's some fun stuff in there to pray on and whatnot throughout the month of November. And then just keeping with that thought of seeing everybody for who they are and praying for them. The suggestion, one of the places that we get for the children's bulletin was praying with the song "Open My Eyes" by Jesse Minibusen. And it's a beautiful song. I put the lyrics here so that way you can pray along with it. But listen to it on YouTube. It's It's one of my favorites, actually, too.
Yeah, no, it's a good song. It translates, Jesse's translated into all kinds of languages, so you can sing it in Spanish and I don't know, like every language that's out there.
Pretty
so.
much, yeah.
Well, that's great. Thanks for working on that. I know a lot of people enjoy doing that. And so, one of the things that's in our bulletins week is one of our child protection and our creating safe environments. And I do love we do our bulletin in Canva because when I was looking around, I was like, oh look, that we could let's see if there's any graphics to describe stopping bullying. And guess
Yeah.
what? Stop bullying. Was like there was like 6,000 graphics in the
Yeah.
pro version there. So just to highlight that, it's sad because adults tell me that other adults bully each other at work, and it's a epidemic, it's a pandemic sort of situation everywhere, and you're not going to fix it with a program, people just need to love God and love others. But
Well, it's funny because like this is actually I just got to sub with religion over in the school today, and the kids are talking about the 10 Commandments, and really quickly it was actually we talked about. I just was like, okay, like how does this actually impact your life? And they're all like, it doesn't. And I was like, okay, well, so I told this story about like talking examples about making little tweaks. You know, like that one kind word you say, make eye contact, smile, could make all the difference, and I really think that's also it's the other thing for bullying, just create a culture of kindness. Kindness is free, like you don't have to agree with everything that everybody says or thinks, but you can smile, you can be kind, or as we like to say here, welcoming.
yeah, there you go.
So yeah.
Revealing Jesus.
Yep.
Well, speaking of that too, we do have officially published our St. Jude Parish Prayer. We're going to be using this to help us kind of center ourselves going forward. We've had our first, 3-4 months of the merger partnering sort of things that's happening. So we're kind of moving forward with kind of a rallying cry, a prayer behind our mission statement, right? Our mission is revealing Jesus, and we're kind of entering into this revealing Jesus together moment with the results of the DMI. So we have our prayer in the bulletin. The prayer cards will be available in the pews. You can take one home. We'll be saying this before every liturgy here at St. Jude, for the time being until we live it and believe it. So, I guess the sooner the better there. But we just want to make sure that people know exactly kind of what we believe and what we're focusing on here, really allowing, the Holy Spirit to help us reveal Jesus, helping God reveal God's self to us and to others. And, it's just a powerful moment in the life of our parish. So.
And it really is. I was praying with this because we did it at our staff meeting, and then I was just praying with it. I couldn't sleep. It was I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was trying to get back to sleep. So I had the prayer card nearby, and it was funny because I've never had a situation where there's like a prayer that is written for the time that I am in. So this is neat because like you always have rote prayers. We have the Our Father, all these great things that are timeless, of course. But to know that like everything we're doing in the parish, but also in our lives as we leave the parish and come back to the parish from Mass, all these things, like this prayer, the way you put it together, it really does address all the hot button issues that are like kind of going on in your heart and mind. So as I prayed, I was like, wow. So like actually spend time with it. It really is a neat situation because it literally is written for you. Specifically, it's cool. So if you're a parishioner, spend some time with it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, put a lot of work into that. And speaking of a lot of work, our bulletin, our back page is almost nearly filled. So that is awesome.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Once
I know.
this one will be filled, so there's still room.
Yeah, so I think they're just trying to, keep going there. It's amazing, great advertisers. I mean, I think our bulletin is the sweetest looking bulletin. What I really like now is we got icing on the lake, so that's pretty
Yummy
good.
cupcakes.
So we've got cars and cupcakes and,
Cars and cupcakes and some funeral homes.
and everything else. So, it's good stuff. Lots of good stuff on our bulletin. So support our advertisers. Check them out. If you know anybody who would like to get on, like I said, there is room. And, it really helps support the parish. We distribute a lot of bulletins.
We do.
To a lot of people in a lot of languages and online. So, good stuff. Anything else?
I think that's
sounds
all.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess one other thing, because of this too, a lot of people are getting messages from fake me, fake bishop, fake everybody. So
someone got a fake Tim from St. Jude. So
Okay.
I think
fake everybody. They're really trying to get
the bots
people.
see it in the bulletin that we post online. And yeah, they're trying. So
we'll never ask you to reveal or scratch off the back of gift cards. we will ask you to donate gift cards directly, with
To
our
St. Jude
star
Cares.
tree and our St. Jude
Yeah.
Cares and a lot of things in the coming weeks, but we'll never do that via cryptic text
But-
message.
and we will never ever
email.
ask you for a favor either. Like we'll never text you and just say, please, I have a favor, respond. Like we won't. If we ask you for something, it will be because we're in a
Yeah.
conversation.
And we'll
Yeah.
always message. I mean, I try at least every
Through
time I
Flocknote.
message somebody is through Flocknote.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a registered member, I will put you there and message you through Flocknote because it is safe
Yep.
and it is just us.
And our church number now. We are experimenting with being able to text and also WhatsApp directly from the parish. So
Yeah.
more again, communication and some more clarifying things happening in the future. So I
Yeah,
guess that's
that
it.
is
Happy
all.
November, everyone.
See you at church.